Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Janila, and in this tutorial, let's crochet the daisy square. This is a beginner friendly tutorial and the pattern is quick to make. You can crochet them in all sorts of colors, and these squares can be used in many different projects as well. To crochet these squares, all you need is yarn in 3 colors. I'm using yellow, white and green, and this is 100% acrylic worsted weight yarn, and I'm using a 5 mm crochet hook along with this. You can use any yarn for this project and choose a hook size that is recommended for your yarn weight. You would also need scissors and yarn needle. Let's get started working on the pattern. I'm taking my yellow yarn here, and we'll start the pattern by doing a magic circle. If you prefer not to work with a magic circle, you can always do the alternate start, which is a slip knot followed by chain 4. To do a chain, yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook. There is 1 chain, make 3 more chains here and do a slip stitch on the very first chain that we did here. To do a slip stitch, I'll insert my hook inside the chain. I will yarn over, bring a loop through the chain and through the loop on the hook. So there we have formed a little ring over here. We'll be working around 1 stitches inside this little ring. Now let me show you how to do a magic circle. To do so, take your yarn and wrap it around your 2 fingers and cross it over at the point where the yarn meets. Next, pinch at this point and take this little loop out. Now insert your hook inside the loop, yarn over and bring a loop. This yarn is from the skein end. Now take all your fingers and hold everything in place and make sure the loop on the hook is of the correct tension. That is, it's not too loose or not too tight, and your hook should be able to move freely like this. Now yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook. So there we have made our magic circle. This ring is adjustable and we will be working our stitches on these 2 strands of yarn over here. Now let's work on round 1. For round 1, I will do chain 2. To do a chain, I will yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook. So there is 1 chain. I will do 1 more chain here. This counts as a double crochet. Now I will do 11 more double crochets in here so that we have a total of 12 double crochets for round 1. To do a double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook inside the ring, yarn over and bring a loop. Now we have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. We have 2 loops remaining here. Yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops. This is called as the double crochet. Now I'll work 10 more double crochets here so that we have a total of 12 double crochets for round 1. This is how the project will look once when you complete your double crochets. If at any time you're unsure of the total number of stitches, you can turn your project to the top and you will see V's. Each V is 1 stitch. So once when you have a total of 12 double crochets here, hold your stitches with one hand and grab the magic circle tail in the other and slowly pull the tail. See how the magic circle opening is getting smaller and smaller, and when you pull it completely, it closes. And now to finish off round 1, I'm going to join with a slip stitch on top of the very first stitch here. Since we did 2 chains and this is to be counted as a double crochet, I will be joining on top of the second chain over here. To do so, I will insert my hook inside the second chain. And then I will yarn over, bring a loop through the stitch and through the loop on the hook. So there we have completed round 1 and we have a little circle over here. At this time, I'm going to fasten off this yarn. To fasten it off, I'm going to leave a tail and trim the yarn over here. Next, I'm going to yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook and bring the tail all the way through like this, and then grab it and pull it tight. So this is how we fasten off our project. For round 2, I'm using white yarn here. You can use any color for your petals. I'll be joining this yarn with a slip stitch to any stitch of round 1. So I'm going to insert my hook inside one of the stitches over here, that is in the V on top of the stitch, and then I'm going to hold my new yarn like this. Now I will yarn over and bring a loop through the stitch. And we have a little loop over here. Now I'm going to yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook. And once when we do that, I'm going to grab the tail and pull it tight to secure our yarn firmly over here. Now we have joined the new color yarn. Here I will be doing chain 3. Now I will be doing 3 treble crochet cluster in the same stitch. To do so, I'm going to yarn over twice, insert the hook inside the stitch, yarn over and bring a loop. There will be 4 loops on the hook. I will yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. There will be 3 loops remaining. I will yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops. Now we have 2 loops on the hook. I'm going to leave it as it is, and then I will be working my next treble crochet in here. So I will yarn over twice, insert my hook inside the same stitch, yarn over and bring a loop. We have 5 loops here. I will yarn over, pull through the first 2. We have 4 loops remaining. I will yarn over and pull through the next 2. We have 3 loops remaining, and I will leave it as it is. And then I will work on the 3rd treble crochet for this cluster over here. So I will yarn over twice, insert the hook inside the same stitch, yarn over and bring a loop. We have a total of 6 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2. We have 5 loops. I will yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops. We have 4 loops on the hook. Now I will yarn over and pull through all 4 loops at once. This is the beginning treble crochet cluster. Once when we complete that, I will do 3 chains over here. These 3 chains will separate the petals. Now let's work on the repeat pattern for the round. The repeat pattern would be 4 treble crochet cluster in the next stitch. To do so, I will yarn over twice, insert the hook inside the next stitch, yarn over, bring a loop. We have 4 loops here. I will yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and I will yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops. We have 2 loops on the hook. Now I will yarn over twice, insert the hook inside the stitch, yarn over and bring up a loop. We have a total of 5 loops on the hook. I will yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, and I will do that one more time, that is yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops. Now we have 3 loops remaining on the hook. I will yarn over twice, insert the hook inside the same stitch, yarn over and bring up a loop. Now we'll have a total of 6 loops on the hook. I will yarn over, pull through the first 2, and I will yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops. Now we have 4 loops on the hook, and I will do one more treble crochet for this cluster. So I will yarn over twice, insert my hook inside the same stitch, yarn over and bring a loop. Now we have a total of 7 loops on the hook. I will yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and I will yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops, and we have a total of 5 loops on the hook. We will have 4 treble crochets at the bottom, and once when we have something like this, you can yarn over and pull through all 5 loops on the hook, and this is the 4 treble crochet cluster. And I will do chain 3. So this is going to be the repeat pattern for the round. The repeat pattern is 4 treble crochet cluster followed by chain 3, and I will work this in all the other stitches over here. So I will work on this repeat pattern off camera, and I'll meet you once when I complete the 12th petal. This is how the project will look after completing the repeat pattern. We will have 12 petals over here, which are separated by chain 3 spaces. So after completing the repeat pattern, I'm going to join with a slip stitch on top of the very first treble crochet cluster over here. To do so, I will find the chain that we did after completing the cluster, and I will insert my hook inside this, and I will do a slip stitch. Now I will fasten off this white yarn over here. Do not worry if your project is a little scrunched up at this point. It will flatten out when we work on the next rounds. And this is how our project will look. I will be crocheting the next rounds of this granny square in green. So I'm taking my green yarn and I will be joining this yarn with a slip stitch to any of the chain 3 spaces that is found between the petals. You can use any other color of your choice as well. Now let's start working on round 3. I will start my round by doing a chain 1. This counts as my first single crochet. Now I will do 4 more single crochets in the same space. To do a single crochet, I'll insert my hook in here, yarn over and bring a loop. Now we have a total of 2 loops on the hook. I'll yarn over and pull through both the loops. This is called as the single crochet. I'll do 3 more single crochets in here, so that we have a total of 5 single crochet in one space. Now I will be working 5 single crochet in each of these spaces. This is going to be the repeat pattern for the round. So I will work 5 single crochet in each of these chain 3 spaces, and I'll meet you once when I complete all the single crochet. Round 3 will have a total of 60 single crochet. After completing 60 single crochet, join with a slip stitch on top of the chain 1 over here. And this marks the end of round 3. Now let's start working on round 4. For that I will do chain 3 first. And in the same stitch I will do 2 double crochets, followed by chain 1 and 3 double crochet in the same stitch. This forms one corner of our square. Now I will skip the next 3 single crochets over here, and in the next one I will do 1 single crochet, and I will do a single crochet in the next 7 stitches over here. And I will skip 3 more stitches over here. So this is one side of our square over here. Now we'll work on the repeat pattern, which will form the next 3 sides. Now for the repeat pattern, I will do 3 double crochets. Remember, we are skipping 3 stitches over here. So in the 4th one, let's work our double crochets. Followed by chain 1 and 3 double crochet in the same stitch. Followed by skipping the next 3 stitches over here and 1 single crochet in the next 8. Followed by skipping the next 3 stitches. So this is the repeat pattern for the round. We have formed another side. Now I'll work on the repeat pattern 2 more times over here, and I'll meet you once when I complete all the stitches for round 4. Round 4 will have a total of 56 stitches and 4 chain 1 spaces. This is how the project looks after completing the repeat pattern. We will have 3 stitches over here which we will skip. So once when you do that, join with a slip stitch on top of the chain 3 over here. And this is how the project will look at the end of round 4. Now let's work on round 5. For this round, I will do chain 2 first. This chain 2 counts as a half double crochet. Now I will do a half double crochet in the next stitch. To do a half double crochet, I will yarn over, insert my hook inside the next stitch, yarn over and bring a loop. We will have 3 loops on the hook. Now I will yarn over and pull through all 3 loops at once. This stitch is called as the half double crochet. I will do 1 half double crochet in the next stitch as well. Now we will be at the chain 1 space. In here I will do 4 half double crochet in the same space. So now I'll be working on the pattern for the round. The pattern is 1 half double crochet in each of the stitches and 4 half double crochet in the chain 1 space. So I will work on this pattern all the way around, and I'll meet you once when I complete all the half double crochets. We will have a total of 72 half double crochets for this round. After completing all the half double crochets for the round, I will join with a slip stitch on top of the second chain over here. And we can fasten off our yarn. This is the completed square. This is the right side and this is the wrong side. We have a bunch of tails in the wrong side. Let me show you how to weave in the tails. So first let's weave in the magic circle tail. So I'm going to take the magic circle tail and thread it in a yarn needle. And I'm going to pull it once again to close the magic circle as tight as possible, and I'm going to secure it with a knot in the wrong side. I'm going to use only the loops to secure it with a knot. This knot will prevent the magic circle opening from opening up. Now let us start weaving in the tail. To weave in the tail, I'll insert the needle through the loops present in the wrong side. Since this project is worked in a round, I'm going to weave it in a round. You can do in any manner as you want, and make sure to grab only the loops. We do not want to see this yarn on the right side of our project. Once when you think you have weaved in enough in one direction, you can weave in the opposite direction, grabbing a different set of loops this time. You can do this as many times as you want, and once when you have weaved in, you can take your needle out, stretch out the piece so that the project has not lost its shape, and now we can trim the yarn over here. In the same manner, I will weave in all the other tails. We do not have to secure each tail with a knot. Since this was a magic circle, I did it for weaving it in over here. I will meet you once when I weave in all these tails. This is how the project looks after weaving in all the tails. This is the wrong side and this is the right side. It is always recommended to block your squares. I hope you enjoyed crocheting this along with me. Please show your support by subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching.